Going on, everybody? Welcome to the Executive's View, Backstage Business. I'm your host, Aaron Sirius Simmons, and this is the view from on top, man. You could be anywhere in the world here on a Wednesday, but you're here with the execs, and I do appreciate that. You guys know how I get down, man. If you see the show, share the show. We're all over the place, man. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. We're doing big things in big places. I definitely want to take everybody along for the journey. I don't do this by myself. I got a full slate of guys and Miss Stacey here to ready to chop it up, talk about everything around the world of WWE. The homie Villains in the building. What's going on, Villain? How we doing, sir?
Villain, I'm in the house. I gotta put in a formal protest like Becky Lynch. The intro video is popping, but if I gotta see Corey with these muscles on muscles in this image one more time, I'm gonna. It's a formal protest.
I mean, get your lawyers involved. You know what I'm saying? Boycott the shows. Do what you got to do.
Best lawyers. They're the best. It's not just me saying it.
It's not just you saying
the best lawyers on top of it. We'll work on that, good sir. The queen is in the building. What's going on, Miss Stacey? How you doing, ma'am?
What's up, fam?
Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Jack Diesel, Corey, the LA Night aficionado himself is in the building. What's going on, my guy? How we doing, sir?
I'm just trying to bring the lady viewers. That's all.
Yeah, I feel you. And the homie who's no stranger to the program, man. He's a regular on these hill parts. Travis, a.k.a. Wicked Bitters, on the building. What's up, my man? How we doing, sir?
Guys, I'm happy to be back.
Yeah, no. It's good to have you back, man. It's a pleasure to share the space with you, big dog. I'm not gonna waste anybody's time, man. We got a lot to talk about, and the final hoorah of John Cena is on Saturday. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be one emotional dude come Saturday. But with that being said, let's throw this around the room and talk about what's been going on around the world of wrestling. Villain, where's your head at, big dog?
I can't. I just can't, man. It's here. It's finally here. A couple days and John Cena will never be in a ring again. And it's hard to put into words, man. Like if you've seen him from you had the messed up high top to thugonomics to hustle loyalty, the Marine, all that stuff, and here we are. This is the last event, so. I hope everybody enjoys it like I will.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be tough to sit there and watch it and, kind of comb through it. I got into wrestling smack dab in the Attitude Era. I can recall watching them come out those curtains and challenge. I think it was Kurt Angle. It was Kurt Angle. His first, match, on the WWE active roster, and I've been a fan ever since. From the promos to the merchandise to everything that this man has done. He made, in my opinion, he made wrestling street, if you will. I mean, it was cool to go to school and say you like wrestling because John Cena made it hood. He rapped and did all the things and brought out the spinners. And I mean, he was very, very innovative and very, very forward thinking in how he approached it. So for that, I'm forever appreciative. And then, kind of watching, my little 6-year-old, understand essentially what John Cena was to the sport and how come so many people are sad that, this has come to an end. I was like, I told Malik, I was like, listen, look at it like this. You a Cody guy, you know what I'm saying? When Cody finally retires and, you kind of think back to, all the matches, or when Jey Uso and, when you can look back to all the times that you and your little cousins, sitting in my living room eating and, watching my daughter eat all over the place. I mean, I got videos Stacey has them on her phone of, her boys and my kids just eating and doing all those things. I mean, like, that for you is what I'm about to go through now. And so he goes, oh, toughen up, daddy. Boy, you won't punishment forever. You won't punishment. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what it is. Stace.
You know what it is, though? Serious, before Stacey, the queen, goes, it's just that you don't really get to say goodbye to a lot of wrestlers. They hang on, they come back.
Yep.
Brett had that injury with Goldberg, and that was it. There's been very few big name wrestlers that you actually got to say goodbye to. Stone Cold, you didn't know it was his last match at Mania until after the fact. Shawn, you kind of figured it would be, but you weren't sure. Like, Hunter didn't really get to go out because he had the unfortunate injury, right? So for John to come out and say this is it, and it's almost like the Kareem on the rocking chair kind of deal. If you're old enough to understand that he had that tour going out, and you get to say goodbye, and that's why it hits a little bit harder.
Right. Stacey, where's your head at with all of this?
I mean, I agree, and I think the other piece of that is not only is it not often that we get to say goodbye to a wrestler, but we don't have a tour. So we have a lengthy amount of time that we can go through all of the gambit of emotions and see them re-wrestle all of our favorites for the last time and see them, make such an impact. And for us, it's almost, I don't even want to say traumatic, but it is traumatic because of the way that it started, right? It's not like we went into this tour and it was like, oh, the nostalgia and the emotion. We were like, what the heck just happened? And so it tainted it for a minute. I mean, we weren't all like in disbelief that it wasn't, but it kind of put that space for us to say, wow, this was a lot. We've been through a lot in the last 10 months.
Yeah.
So now here we are, and it was a lot, but all of a sudden it's like, where's the time gone?
Yeah.
I feel like y'all, we were all just sitting here talking about what we thought this was going to look like. And now we're here to say goodbye. We're here to say goodbye. And it's just crazy. I will say I'm happy though, because to see that he signed his ambassador deal, because that's who he is.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we could all talk about the stories that we read and things that we've seen that he'll spend. And Barry, you were there firsthand, watch him sitting there 6, 7, 8, 10 hours, however long it takes, right? He's going to do what he's got to do. Listening to him showing up at, I think he said Natty's when he was there, and he spent 7 hours. He came to say hi and was there 7 hours. Just help me. Like, he's getting to evolve into who he wants to be. Right. And so that's a beautiful thing, because how many of us get to retire and do that?
Right. I mean, Corey, Trav, I'll throw it at you guys in a second, but I want to spin this a different way. Stacey mentioned the ambassador deal that he signed, so he's not going away. He's just not going to be an in-ring performer anymore. What do you think that looks like, Corey? I mean, if you want to talk about, your memory of Cena and kind of spin it that way, like, what do you think that will look like now that he's an ambassador? Do you think he, steps in with the office and, does stuff with creative, or does he become a GM or something like that? Like, what does that look like exactly?
So me, I think it looks somewhat like it does now. He'll promote. He'll be out there, giving WWE shout outs, but I don't think it's going to mean what we think it's going to mean. We're still not going to see him a lot. He's going back to Hollywood. He's going back to his career. He may pop up every now and then like The Rock used to do when he first left. Come out, host a WrestleMania or something. He's not going to be around. John Cena is done Saturday. Like, it's not going to be I'll be a on-screen character. I'll be a GM, or he may come back one day and be a producer or something like that. We won't know, because he's not the type to go back on his word. I feel like if he's there, they're going to try to get him to go back on his word, because why wouldn't you? Everybody already feels like his last match should be at WrestleMania. So if you're there, they're going to try their damnedest to get you to come out and do something. And he don't want to do it. And for me, it's like, Saturday's getting here fast. I'm 39. That man's been doing this since I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
And I've been watching wrestling since I was 5 or 6 years old. I haven't seen a guy with this longevity that's actually been relevant this long. This is like in NFL terms, we're losing Peyton and Brady
Yeah.
all over again.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be a sad day. Like I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't this big John Cena fan, but I can recognize that he is one of the greatest of all time, and seeing him go out is gonna be bittersweet. I'm happy for him because he knows his time, and I'm happy that he's giving some people the rub on the way out.
Mhm.
John Cena's always gonna do what's best for business, so
Yep.
Saturday will be bittersweet, but I mean, we had him for 20 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Trav, what's your head at, big dog? I mean, I've seen a ton of your content, and you kind of spoke about this a little bit, but you know, kind of putting a bow on it before we really dive into these matches and what's next, man. Where's your head at, big dog?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same lines as you guys. I mean, I think he's going to do a lot of behind the scenes type stuff. I think he's going to be doing like popping up at charity stuff, like
Yep.
you guys know like what Titus O'Neil does, like behind the
Mhm.
scenes, right? Like
Mhm.
you never see him, but he is an
Mhm.
ambassador. He's doing a lot of work like with schools and stuff like that. I could see
Mhm.
Cena being a guy that like if WWE needs like if they have their eyes on somebody to be the next big guy or whatever, maybe hey Cena, could you mind spending some time with him?
Yep.
Behind the scenes, talking about
Mhm.
promos or in the ring or
Yeah.
something like something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be something like that. And look, man, like I'll be the first. Like I'll admit it. Like I was never a Cena guy. Like I didn't like him. Like I liked him when he showed up and did the Thugonomics stuff, and like I was a
Mhm.
big Cena guy then. But once he slowly transitioned into the Cena that we all know and remember him for, and he was getting shoved down our throats. I was there at Monday Night Raw yelling Cena sucks, and like 8-year-old kids would look back at me being like, "Bro, how can you hate him?" Like, and I was just like,
Mhm.
"You wouldn't understand." Like, so I was that guy. I only really started really appreciating him probably when he came back in like 21 at Money in the Bank when he confronted Roman after that match. Because at that point, I don't know if it's just because I got older. I don't know if it was just because I realized that Cena's windows was closing. I don't know what it was, but he wasn't being shoved down our throats. He wasn't there every single week. So anytime he showed up, I was like, damn, this guy really did a lot for WWE. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Like, and I said this earlier, like our lives just day to day, like the year goes by so fast. Like we're already in December.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
our lives.
Yeah.
And it's like for like wrestling, it feels like it speeds up 2 times that. Like, and it's weird because they go off of the same calendar that we do, but it's like wrestling, I feel like flies by way more than just our regular life does. So Cena's done. It's gonna be weird, man. It's gonna be weird, but I'm happy for him. Like you guys all said, it's cool. I like that he's going out on his own terms. I wish
Yeah.
the tour was a little better. I think it picked up and got a little better once he turned back into a babyface around SummerSlam. Like the matches at least picked up.
Mhm.
But yeah, good for him, man. I still think he could probably go. I know he says he lost a step, but I think he could probably still go. But
I
it's cool. I'm
mean,
happy for
I
him.
think it's good. I think it's good that he's going out on his own terms and not being carried out or
Yep.
being forced to retire. Like so many, like I think it was Villain who mentioned it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, when you're forced to retire due to, injury or unforeseen circumstances or things of that nature. So I'm glad he's kind of going out on his own. And to your point, Trav, he's given, people the rub on the way out. This match with Gunther that we're going to talk about here in a little bit is going to be one of the best that I've seen because both of these guys are very technical. And I feel as though maybe somebody else could have gotten the rub because I think Gunther's already there. He's already set. But again, I'm all for good wrestling. They're going to put on a classic show. With that being said, I might as well start there. Talking about Saturday night's main event. Um, we got 4 confirmed matches on the card for Saturday. John Cena versus Gunther is probably going to be the main event. We all
nah, they
expect
opening. They're opening.
that's the opener.
Cena said he's opening.
That's what I
Okay,
heard.
okay,
He said
so
it came from his mouth.
Okay, so well, hell, they're gonna open the damn thing. We are expecting John Cena to be looking up at the lights when this goes when the thing ends. Um, you know how you guys see this playing out. I mean, I'm not even sure how to even lead y'all into this because I mean we all expect Cena to lose this match. So giving a prediction is probably not the way to go, but within the framework of a match, there's a story that's told, right? Villain, I'll let you about lead off here, man. How do you see this thing playing out, and how do we eventually get to Cena looking up at lights?
I think it's going to be how they do the match. To your point, I think you want John to have his moments, what they would say the 5 moves of death, right? You want him to get play to the crowd, give a pop, but he's going to do business, because people did business for him. Kurt did business for him in his first match. So in his last match, I think he's going to do business for Gunther, of course. But how he does it is going to be very important, because even though a lot of people I've seen, our friend, Sydney, Virginia, and a lot of people not happy that Gunther's in this match. I'm thrilled that he's in this match, because I don't really know anybody else that really deserves it. Like, if not deserves it, but should be in this position, because as much as I wanted Carmelo in there, you would know it's forced, right? Like, he had no business there. And they
McIntyre, maybe?
But why? Why does he need it? Like, I think he
does.
I think you failed when you forced Brock Lesnar to break the streak of Undertaker. I think it's really natural for a guy that retired Goldberg to retire John Cena, and to really elevate himself and legitimize himself as one of the mainstays, one of the top guys and a top heel in the country, in the company. And to do that, why not have him take the career of John Cena? So I like it from that standpoint. I think, Corey, you said it. I think we said it too. Gunther's match with Solo Sikoa was phenomenal. It's the best match I've seen those two probably have all year. And that's why I think this match is really going to do well, and I think they're going to tell a really good story. So quietly, Solo has really been having a good couple months. So I just really think Gunther is really going to have a good match with John. He's going to get the rub, and it's going to propel him into Mania season.
Okay, I feel you. Trav, I thought that you next, good sir. We all expect Cena to be looking up at lights, but how do we get there? What story are they telling? I mean, give me where you head that with a big dog.
I think the biggest thing is going to be whether Cena taps out. I think that's the story in the match. Like, Cena has gone his whole career, never give up. Is this going to be the only time that he gives up in a match? So I think that's going to be the big deal. For me personally, I don't want to see Cena tap out. I just feel like I feel like it'd be just as big to have Gunther pin him, or maybe as big or bigger. I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna do this, just have Gunther pin him. Like, I don't want to see Cena tap out. I don't want that to be the last image I see. I'd rather see Cena get pinned than tap out to finish his career. So, but I do think that's going to be, and I don't like that it's going first. If I'm going to be honest, I feel like this should be the main event. Like, we should have the main event. Gunther should win the match. Leave Cena the ring. Cena gets up. Everybody from the roster gets on the stage and claps for him. On his way out, kind of thing. I don't even know if he would do a speech. I'm okay if he doesn't even do that. But like, I just I don't know. I think it's going to be a good match. I think it's the right decision to have him lose to Gunther. And, maybe this is going to start a thing for Gunther where he just retires everybody that's coming up. Like AJ coming up. Like AJ's coming up.
And Randy Orton. So he
like AJ's coming up. Randy's coming up. Roman eventually. Punk's coming up. You can have this be Gunther's thing. Like, legit. Because whenever one of these guys are retired, they're going to be a babyface in that moment. Why not have a despised jerk of a heel like Gunther, who's just going to put everyone down on their way out? I think that's going to be his new thing. And this is something I brought up earlier. Eventually, all of these guys are going to go away. Like Roman, Brock, all the part-time guys, they're all going to go away. And WWE is going to need to replenish that. And I think Gunther would be one of those guys. Because anytime Gunther's around, he's in the title picture. You can't always do that. So it's like, I think once these part-timers leave, I think Gunther could be one of the newer part-time guys that comes in as a special attraction. Hey, he's retired. He's retired Goldberg. He's retired Cena. He's got all of that behind him now. And when he comes in every 3-4 months or whatever it is, it's a big deal. So I think Gunther's eventually going to be that. But yeah, getting back to the original point, I think he wins, obviously, and I think it'll be a good match, and happy for Cena.
Cool. Corey, man, I'm gonna throw some more sauce on this one. Again, you could take it, based off of the question that was presented, but I've seen a lot of dirt sheet reports, and again, we don't read dirt sheet, blah blah blah. But I've seen a lot of reports that said this may end in a DQ to preserve Cena. We also said that, this match may not even go over because of some crazy stuff backstage before. And everybody's talking about the possibility of, a return getting in the way of Gunther fighting Cena, perhaps somebody from his past coming by and taking care of business for him. So I've seen a lot of stuff. Corey, where's your head at with this big dog? How do we get Cena looking at lights?
First of all, none of that's gonna happen because Gunther ain't letting that happen. Mm-hmm. Second, because I'm still watching because I want to be in the building. It's $400 for nosebleed seats.
Mm-hmm.
I lose my damn mind if that match ended a DQ.
Right.
I think Cena gonna get his licks in. I think Cena's gonna. I mean, they're not gonna have Cena get buried in his retirement match. So it's gonna be a good match. Gunther don't have bad matches. Like one of you guys said, Cena and him both very technical wrestlers. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a good match. I think we've put so much emphasis on it, like Gunther has. Cena's either gonna tap, or he's gonna be Austin at WrestleMania 13, where he just.
That's exactly what I think is gonna happen.
I think the pass out. Yeah, I think him passing out and them stopping the match is where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You want Gunther to look dominant, and also he's seeing all this, listening to certain things Cena has said. It makes a little more sense now why Brock squashed him, because I think Gunther's getting Brock. So he's gonna make Gunther twice.
Stacey, stop coming in a minute. Let me double tap on that. In order for Gunther to get Brock, who's the face?
Who cares?
For real, who cares?
Yeah, who cares? It's a slobber knocker.
Gunther's the face because nobody here really likes Brock.
Gunther will get the face reaction. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've heard Cena say, we did it that way because Brock's going to be here, and I'm not. But Gunther's going to be made twice because Gunther's dream match at Mania is Brock.
It's Brock, yeah.
It was supposed to happen. Now you got a perfect setup. I retired him. You dominated him. I'm coming to get you next. Mm-hmm. Cena's definitely going out, either giving up or passing out. It's not going to be no pinfall.
It's going to be a pass out. It's the perfect story. Gunther looks big. To your point that I made him, I made him tap, but I beat him into submission or whatever, however you want to say it. And John, I never gave up. I never gave up. It's the perfect way to go out.
Gunther's put too much emphasis on it on TV. I seen him on First Take today.
Oh, it was good. He was good. He was good. He was all right.
Yeah, he's made it very clear. He keeps saying he never gives up. I'm going to make him give up. Mm-hmm. What better way to do it than making him pass out and they stop the match? Then, like you said, Cena can say, I didn't give up, but he beat the hell out of me and I passed out.
Right. Stace, where's your head at with this match? I think everybody's in agreement, and Cena's going to lose this one. We've heard a pass out, we heard a tap out, Travis and I would much rather have him just pin him. I don't think my heart's going to be able to take my man's being put to sleep like that. But where's your head at?
I think I agree with Corey. It's going to be something. It has to be a dramatic ending. His retirement started dramatically. They're going to have to end it dramatically. I don't think it's going to be a simple 1, 2, 3 and it's done. I think that the whole point of this match is twofold. We're retiring Cena, but in a lot of respects, the reason behind this match is they have to patch up the holes that they put in Gunther's credibility this year. Yeah, he retired he retired Goldberg, but that match was a joke. Mm-hmm. We saw the quick match with him and Jay for Jay to get the strap. Also a joke. There were a couple other things this year that they gave to him that just were not conducive to who they've been building him to be this whole time. You can't build him to be this super strong villain that comes in and wrecks everybody. And he has these matches this year that were meh, that were not great matches. So I agree with Barry. I think he's the right person for this because, does he need the rub? Yeah, kind of. They've got to rebuild what they tore down this year with all the things that they put him through. They've got to give him back the supervillain status or the strong status. So to Corey's point, he is the right person for Brock to go against. Because you couldn't get that from anybody else. You couldn't get the other side of a feud with Brock without making them be superhuman.
Mm-hmm.
And Gunther's the guy for that. There's nobody else that could do that. And we're already seeing it because we are seeing him do these promos. They are seeing him do the press work. So they're building him because they know he's going to have to, if they do go into the beef with him and Brock, he's got to be the one to carry the promos and the press junket. And they're kind of giving him that opportunity to do that now.
Brock ain't doing that.
Brock can't do it. So they'd have to give this to Gunther, and he's carrying his own. He's doing a great job. So yeah, I think it'll be a very dramatic ending. I think that they're giving, he paid his dues this whole year to get the opportunity to be this person. And that's why this happens. So it'll be a dramatic ending, and then of course he'll come back from the ending. Gunther will make his way out of the ring, and then John gets his flowers. And then we will see hundreds of thousands of videos of all of us crying on our couches and boxes of tissues, and we'll spend the next month paying tribute because that's what we do.
Which is why I'm in agreement with Travis. I hate that it's opening.
I hate that it's opening.
I love it.
I understand why Cena did it, because he said he wants the rest of the night to be focused on them young kids.
Mm-hmm.
But to have Cena go out there, you're gonna take the air completely out that building.
Like
I look at it. I look at
Cody Rhodes and Obafemi. Like, ain't nobody gonna be worried about Cody Rhodes and Obafemi. Yeah, like we all gonna be.
That's the match I'm looking forward to the most.
I think that's the match I'm looking forward to the most. And I look at it from this perspective. The only reason I challenge Travis and Corey on this is, like, we remember Gunther Goldberg ending the night, and that Goldberg got cut off.
Yep.
And you didn't see his retirement speech or anything like that. So I think if you do it to open the show, you know when people are going to be able to tune in. It's not going to be towards the end. It'll be right at the beginning, and then you give him ample time to do whatever he wants. It's his time.
I mean, this is
John Cena will never get cut off. He is not Bill Goldberg.
No, but I mean, you don't want to repeat that twice. You don't want that possibly happening, so you just give him his time, and he deserves it.
It was his decision to open too. So
yeah, and I think it's the right move.
Well, I think it serves two purposes. Like it also gives him a chance to literally close out and pass the baton. Because if he's the ending of the show, then we go into the next show, whatever the next show is, the next Raw, and then the next NXT, then the next SmackDown. This way, he's physically, visually giving the baton to the next group. And the other opportunity is for him, quite honestly, that puts him first, so he's done. So now he can go backstage, he can watch the show. Everybody that's going to be there that we're not going to see wrestle are going to spend time with him. He's going to have an opportunity to be backstage, have his time to say goodbye, have all those things to happen. And they've put together a solid PLE for that main event. I mean, we're probably happier about these matches than we were about the last ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to see better wrestling than we did at War Games.
If Cena's opening, which we know he is because he said it, I know how to show better in, and I'll get there when we get there. But I know how to show better in.
Okay, but I mean, I'm looking forward to some of those matches. Sol Ruka and Bailey, I think it's going to be a pretty darn good match. I mean,
hey, I don't know much about NXT, but Sol Ruka got me hooked.
Yeah, she
is amazing, and she
got me hooked.
Listen, I don't know if you guys watched the PLE this past weekend, but the 2 Iron matches were phenomenal. The women's match was really good. The men's match was really
Yes.
good. I love the concept, but I love the storytelling that they put together in those matches. So Ruka, I think is going to have a really good match. But Oba Femi, man, like if you guys don't know, I know you don't know, Corey, but if you don't know, you need to know. Do your homework. This guy is the future. He's coming.
And that's why I said, if Cena's starting, I know how the night better end. In my opinion. No,
yeah, it'll definitely be Cody Oba.
Even if Cody goes over, Oba Femi need to be standing over him after destroying him at the end of the night.
Sure.
You are such a damn mind. Like we all know
that. Dude, what have we? What? Hold on.
Since we're here,
what have we said? Me and I started it, and Stacey's been on it lately. We ain't got no monsters. I don't know much about this dude. Mm-hmm. I can look at him and tell you he's a monster.
Oh, he a monster. Don't get it twisted. He a effing monster.
And everything I've heard, every one of y'all say, I respect everybody on here's wrestling knowledge and wrestling opinions. I have not heard one of y'all say a bad thing about this kid.
Nope.
Oh, he's nice.
Because there can't be anything bad said.
He needs to go out there, even if Cody goes over, which I mean, in my opinion, I would put Oba over, but you can't because Cody's the face. I understand. He's the face of the company.
He's QB1.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where you have the squat, the hijinks, right? That's where you can get somebody come in, do the schmaz and really, you bring Drew in. Yeah, you bring Drew in or somebody like that. But I want to listen. I'm happy. I want Oba to win, but I'm just happy to see him going up against a guy like Cody Rhodes, so that you, Corey, can see this guy. Like I'm telling you. The triple threat with Oba and Travis, you've probably seen it. The Oba Trick and Javon Evans triple threat is one of the best matches.
One of the matches. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really is. And go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Oba Femi is as complete of a package as you would want. Like your superstar to be. Like if you're building a company, he's one of the top 3 people you have to pick. Like he. It's crazy because his background, he doesn't even have a wrestling background. That dude came in here after playing like football and like the Performance Center just turned him into this freaking monster. Colossal. Like he's a beast. I love the fact that he's going to get to wrestle on Saturday in front of a bunch of people who don't know who he is because they're not going to forget who he is when they leave.
And that's the match. I'm looking forward to the most.
When we had Javon Evans face Gunther, okay, and Javon Evans went out there and put on a show. He lost the match.
So good.
He lost the match.
Amazing.
But Javon Evans put the world on notice. Yo, I'm here. I'm coming. As a matter of fact, he's on this card. But
everybody was talking about him.
You know, so even if Cody Rhodes pins him, Oba's going to put on a show.
That's all you want to see.
And that's all we want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the reality is I'm so happy that it's in this venue. It is the Cena retirement Saturday night main event. So, to Corey's point, and I know you want to go, like, it's the most expensive ticket in the world. Mm-hmm. So if you want to be there, you're paying to be there. I mean, I'm sure we're going to see better viewing numbers and streaming numbers for this than we have any of the PLEs in the last 6 months. Mm-hmm. Right? So for Cena to say I'm going first so that he can show all the talent that he has handpicked to be on this show, and Oba Femi's right there.
Yeah.
Like he's essentially Cena saying I'm going to be first because I want Oba Femi to headline the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. And his aura. I mean, this man, to Travis's point, he is a total package. And so why not put him against the QB1, right?
Mm-hmm.
In an area where it's happening not on a SmackDown, not on a Raw. This is a big deal show. Mm-hmm. And he deserves it. And every name on these cards deserve it. And that's what I love is that none of us are saying, oh, well, how many times in the last 6 PLEs since Women's Evolution have we seen at least 1 or 2 matches on a PLE and we're like, why?
Mm-hmm.
We are not questioning a single one of these matches.
No. I mean, the only thing I would say is possibly Bailey Soruka, because I would love to see Soruka go up against somebody else, but I'm not mad at Bailey because Bailey's going to work with her and put on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
I think what we're missing too, that tag match is going to be phenomenal to say the least, right? Pun intended. Dragon Lee, AJ Styles with Leon Slater and Javon Evans. Leon Slater is coming. Like, they're just waiting for his TNA contract to come because he works more for WWE than he does for TNA, and for good reason. He is amazing. If you have not seen him work, it's a treat. And to see these two together, I love seeing Evans and Slater together. I love seeing them go against each other, and I love seeing them tag together. They're amazing. So this match, I'm looking forward to every match on this card. And
my only change to this, and again, call me crazy, call me stupid, I just don't feel as though AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are the right dance partner for these two. I would have loved to see them with
I disagree.
I would love to see them with the Usos or something like that. I'm not sure AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are the right dance partner.
Let me ask you.
I would disagree with that. I would disagree with that quite simply because you heard Cena this week. AJ Styles is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the best there ever was. So if there was ever a wrestler to make sure beginning to end of this match that all four of them look outstanding, he's going to make sure that every single thing is flawless in this match. The Usos couldn't do that. The Usos could not carry this match. We're going to see high flying like we haven't seen in a long time. We're going to see amazing technical things. We're going to spend the whole time going, wow, for this whole match. And that's because AJ Styles will make sure, and Dragon Lee will as well, but AJ is the guy that's going to make sure that this is a flawless match. And I don't think there's any other tag team that could have pulled this off that would be able to give us a level of talent that he's going to give with this, because he's going to make sure that both of the NXT guys, and guys, I love Javon Evans, that he's going to be able to just shine.
Try, what were you trying to get in there, man? What'd you head up, big dog?
I think too, it's you have high hopes for Evans and Slater that them losing to the tag team champions doesn't really hurt them that much. And I feel like because it's like, well, we lost to the tag team champions. And not only that, it's like everybody that's in this match that's not NXT or not this match, this night, this whole pay-per-view or whatever. Everybody who's in here that's paired up with the NXT people are pretty much like ring generals, like AJ, Bailey, it's all over the place. You want to put them in there, Cody. Yeah, you want to put them in there with people who have been doing it for a very long time and know what they're doing to help guide them through if they need it. And plus, it's no shame in losing to somebody like that. And then it's also a big deal if you beat somebody like that. And I think if you were to put Jimmy and Jay in there, Jay Uso is coming off a heater. This dude was just the world champion. Like, it's gonna look like he just destroyed the NXT guys or the TNA guys if he wins that match. So and then of course the Usos are not going to lose that match. So I don't know. I think Lee and Styles are like the perfect people to put in this match with them, because then you could always fall back and say, well, we did good, but yeah, we did lose to the tag team champions.
I mean, my only thing with that is, again, to you guys' point, just not throwing shit at AJ Styles. I just figured, in my opinion, I would want Javon Evans and Leon Slater to mess around with a legitimate tag team and not two guys that are thrown together. And
the tag team champions.
Yeah, they're the tag champions.
They're the tag team champions. I mean, let's keep it a bean. We know AJ Styles more for his single work. We know Dragon Lee more for single work. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, and again, call me crazy, call me stupid. And again, I'm not saying this match suck. I'm gonna enjoy the match. I would just much rather have these guys get the coaching and ring work and everything like that from a legit, well-known tag team. That's just me.
I couldn't disagree more, because I mean, it doesn't matter if they're legit or not. These two are like, first of all, Dragon Lee can use the exposure. I think people miss how good he is. And AJ Styles, I mean, sorry, is just he's a.
Talk about that.
Sorry, I had her on my mind. You know how it is. But I mean, like, Styles is phenomenal. He just knows how to put on a really good match, and he's really gonna help these guys get over. I love it, man. And like I said, to have a TNA champ on this card when it's such an important card is not to be understated. And especially with TNA signing that nice deal with the
AMC.
With the AMC deal. So I think it's going to be great. I really do.
I think also this part of me thinks that this is kind of setting up AJ Styles versus Slater at TNA. I think I think they'll have like a singles match at TNA. So I think that it's going to all connect together, I think.
Look, question for all y'all, because I'm not up on all these TNA wrestlers. I mean, not TNA, NXT wrestlers. Mm-hmm. We can't go through this whole night with the only NXT person winning is Sol Ruka. And I know that's how they're setting it up right now, and it's going to irritate me. Mm-hmm. Don't bring all these kids up to lose, man.
Mm-hmm. It's how you lose, though. It's the
same
show.
The same way we look at the Cena match. This night is not about how any of these shows end. It's the match itself. It's what we see. It's the showcase. It's the highlights. Mm-hmm. It's them being able to really be seen on main screen and not just NXT or TNA. Like, so it really is. We have to go into Saturday night not saying, well, I can't believe we know that everybody's going to lose, everybody's going to win, because it really is not about that at all. Mm-hmm. It's 100% exactly what Cena said it's going to be. He wants to showcase the hand-picked talent that he wanted to see on his retirement night to be able to put them forward. And they're going to go over whether they win or lose, because they're having the opportunity to really showcase how amazing they are in these settings. And I wanted to kind of piggyback on what Travis said, that, you know, it's an honor too that AJ Styles was picked, that Bayley was picked, that Cody's on, because that really speaks to the fact, and we've seen so much of that with Bayley lately. Like, I mean, y'all, we've been talking about Bayley all year long. We hate what they've done with her. Like, they finally start giving her a great storyline, and then it's disappeared again. Like, this really is a chance for her too, for people to go back and watch her be amazing Saturday night and go, oh, I've missed that. I miss how much I love her. Mm-hmm. So it's not good. This is the only time I would say all year long, this is the only PLE that it doesn't matter who wins or loses. It really is. We're going to be able to watch wrestling in its purest, truest form, and what we love about it. The flash, the flair, the technicality, the drama. It really is Saturday night about us sitting back and saying, this is what I fell in love with when I was, you know, insert however old you were, because that's what Saturday night's about.
I agree with you to a certain extent, but and the only pushback I'll give is, and I'm giving it is because of y'all. Obafemi, when this night is over, I want to be in the group chat saying, hey, that is our monster heel. Get him the hell off of NXT now.
Yeah,
he's ready to come up. He's ready to come up.
There's a lot of guys that the rumors are that there's a couple people that are about to make that jump. You know, it could be Ricky Saints, could be Trick Williams, there's a couple females up the other way.
I think that's the thing, though. I think that's because I think the fallback is like the NXT kids when they lose, the ones that are going to lose at the PLE or whatever. I think their fallback is because they faced the champions of the main roster. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why if everybody's just assuming Sol Ruka is going to win, it's because Bayley's not a champ. So it's like you can get away with Sol Ruka getting a pin over Bayley. Plus, Bayley is a very giving person. Like, she's here to like really help elevate the future of the women and everything. So, but it's like if you had Oba up there against like Sami Zayn, then yeah, Oba needs to win that match. You know what I mean? Even though Sami Zayn's a main event guy, a main roster guy, but it's just like, you know, you got AJ, you got Slater and Evans in there, and you put them against another tag team. Like, I hate to say it because I like them, but you put them against Street Profits. I'd say Slater and Evans probably need to win that match. You know what I mean? But
it won't be the Street Profits because, you know, my man's the math bandit right now. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
And I would actually like that match too: Street Profits versus Slater.
I'm gonna down this hill simply because I know nothing about this man other than what y'all told me, And B, the promos I've been seeing all over Instagram, that man told me he is the ruler.
He is the ruler.
I need that man. I need when the end of the night hits for me to hit y'all and be like, yo, y'all was right. We found him. Get him up here now. Even if he don't win. Even if he don't win. I need the night to end with him standing over Cody.
Yeah.
Somebody has to dominate and destroy Cody Rhodes. Somebody has to.
And Cody is going to do the work to make sure that Oba looks good in this match.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's the beauty of it. Like Oba's got to do his part, but Cody's going to work. And that's why
it's in Cody's best interest because he has nothing to do. He needs a monster heel.
I mean, the thing is, like, it's not like, in my opinion, again, correct, I could be wrong. Oba looks dominant. I mean, Oba looks dominant, stands over this, that, and the third. It's not like, next SmackDown, Oba's coming up.
Right.
No, not
yet.
He'll go into the Rumble, and then he'll start to move his way through. You know what I mean? Like,
we still don't have a monster heel for Cody on SmackDown, even if Oba Femi what's that? We still don't have a monster heel.
I'll tell you like this: if Oba goes out there, and Stacey's been drilling this into my head for a month or two, doesn't matter. It's the holiday season. Don't nobody care right now.
Yeah, nobody.
Get us to January. Yeah, Stacey's been drilling that in my head, and she's right. Get us to January. And now, if he goes out there and he looks dominant, somebody like me, when he pops up, I'm going to be like, yo, I know that dude. I can't wait to see him.
Exactly.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, you waste him dominating Cody, and then we see him on Friday. It's a waste.
Yeah, that's a waste.
You hold on to him, and he makes a quick appearance on the Netflix new season premiere anniversary. I don't know what they're calling it, but whatever. Yeah. And then we see him at the Rumble.
Actually,
then he pops because that's the thing is that when they had the NXT guys, because we didn't see anybody last year. If you guys remember how mad we were that last year we got nobody, but the year before
we left the Bliss back.
Trick came back. Trick came out It was 2 Rumbles ago.
Yeah,
Trick came out, and we were like, those are the new. And we're like, that's amazing. But the majority of the people were like, yeah, who is that? Yeah. So they're laying the groundwork. So when Oba comes out, when Femi comes out at Rumble, people are gonna be like,
it's a big deal.
Gosh,
it's a big deal.
But they're laying the groundwork.
But you said something that got my ears perked up. January 5th, he may be a main roster player on January 5th.
It might.
All he do is come out and make an appearance.
Yeah, you might because that they're building that show.
I'm going to pull them up until after Rumble, if they pull them up at all.
I'm sure they'll pull him up after Rumble, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised he made an appearance on
the
that.
The fact that he's matched up with QB1.
Yeah,
he's coming. He's coming up soon.
Yeah. And
because they could have had Ricky Saints. But they chose Oba, and there's a reason.
Again, to Curry's point, Ricky Saints versus Cody Rhodes would not be believable.
Nope.
Even though Ricky Saints can go, he's good. Again,
he's terrific.
Watch NXT, my guy. But
I challenge you. You gotta watch. You gotta at least Deadline was really good. Like at least go your Peacock subscription and watch Deadline. Just watch it.
Yeah. So
I think what they're doing with Ricky Saints anyway, I think that they're going to eventually, he's going to be one of the group of the faction that's coming out with the Max Man. I think he was probably guy number 1, and I think Montez was guy number 2. I think you might be amazed.
I've seen that all over the place. So she's not crazy.
Miss Williams.
I've seen it.
Listen, let me tell you, it's going to come out that everybody that I said is going to be part of this faction that's going to come out for Seth Rollins. And I think they're going to bring Saints up because they need him to be a major mouthpiece.
It was almost he was in there in the mask.
Oh my God.
Out of all the names though we've heard for like who could be the masked man, I feel like Ricky Saints is like my favorite one. Like I'm
not mad at it, to be honest with you.
I like Montez. I loved Montez if he was going to be there.
Explain that to me because I was getting ready to ask that. Why Why would it be
Why
not?
Montez? Why would it be Montez?
Well, I think it's more
No,
so because I think it's more so everybody's just waiting for his singles run, and I feel like this would just be like a surefire way, or just to get him in there, to get him started, kind of thing. And I want to see it too, but thinking of Ricky Saints in that group with Breaker, and well, for me, I thought he would be in the group with Breaker and Bronson Reed and Logan. I mean, the amount of charisma Ricky's got, dude, like he's gonna freaking explode in that faction, and like he would remind me so much of Rock when he was in Nation of Domination, and how he eventually evolved into like what we know the Rock to be. And I know Ricky Saints is a lot of people. He gets, a lot of people remind him of the Rock or whatever, like a mini Rock or something. But I don't care. I don't care if he ends up kind of becoming a little bit like that. Like Ricky Saints kills that character, dude, and I could see him joining that group and then eventually shining out to be like the Rock would be, and then going off on his own, and then you created a star that way. But
because they started to tease it a little bit last night, Trav. Like they started with when Saints interfered in Javon's match. Javon had the clean pin, and then he pulled the ref out. You saw that little edge. You're like,
man, it's there,
like
dude.
That.
It's there. I can't wait. He doesn't need to be in NXT for too much longer, dude. Like NXT is and
he's not a face. He does not need to be a face, Travis.
No, he doesn't.
No. He's better as a heel. There's some people down there that doesn't need to be down there. Like Ethan Page, I've been wanting him to be called up to the main roster for the longest time.
I thought he got called up last year.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll give him a year. He's ready, though, but I love him.
Here's the thing that Stacey keeps stressing: if we call them up, what are we doing with them?
Well, that's the thing, though, because I was about to bring this up too. Just think about how different WWE is going to look in like 3 years. Like
saying that for months.
Dude, everybody's leaving. Everybody's retiring. Everybody we're used to seeing every week is retiring. Eventually, we're going to need to bring other people up, and they're going to need to create these stars. They're doing good with Breaker. They're doing Logan Paul's going to be one of the guys. He just is. I mean, I could see Saints being that. I could see Theory if they know what to do with him. Montez is going to be one of them.
He's going to be part of the faction too. I think they're building him. He's going to come out as part of the faction that comes out with Seth.
Can I hop in here real quick just for villain? Logan Paul's going to deserve to be one of the guys. That's all.
Not to derail this, but I mean, he's having some top headline people on his podcast. And he's really doing a lot of work behind the scenes of building the brand. I don't love it, but we can't deny what he's doing.
Did y'all see his face when Brian said he was going to take that man's wife?
Yo,
I listen. I live by Godfather rules, man. No women, no children, man. So when he said that was diabolical. I couldn't pop for that. I couldn't pop for that, but
I did.
I didn't like it at all. You don't do that. I've been
sending. I sent Stacey a couple
Can I tell you? It reminded me of Tiffany Charlotte.
Yeah, it did.
He got so caught up in his promo that he just went over the line, and it reminded me so much of that moment with Tiffany. That then we've already seen the behind the scenes that she had to apologize, but I totally felt like that.
I feel like it was Sunny Days all over again. Like,
man,
if you remember,
he did.
Y'all remember?
He did. Yes, Sunny Days was diabolical because that was Sean's side piece. That was crazy.
That's why it was diabolical.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But I don't think he said that by mistake. I think that was planned.
Yeah, I hope so. But
I think that was planned. I think that was planned. And y'all saying all these people.
Because
y'all and approved. But y'all saying all these people will remind y'all of. He literally just turned into his uncle for 5 minutes.
He turned into Uncle Rick. Uncle Scott. Like, dude, like, oh my God. Listen. It was a solid promo, but I agree. Like, you're gonna start bringing these guys up, and you're gonna have to start filling out the roster too, because I think you started naming the names, Trav. Like the names that are gonna be leaving us The Usos aren't getting any younger. Punk is not getting younger. A lot of guys. Cody's not. He said, this is probably his last contract. A lot of guys going to be leaving. So, like, I love the idea of bringing up some of these NXT guys and then Evolve coming into NXT, and there's a lot of guys in NXT. If you don't watch, I'm just thrilled that we've spent the show talking about the NXT guys because they deserve it.
Yeah,
like. Dark State is really good. Jace is really good. I think Grace is like a year away. I think she's close. I mean, Lola Vice is phenomenal. Soul Rika is
Rika's the truth. If you haven't seen Soul Rika perform,
first of all,
if you haven't seen her work,
amazing.
I told you she's gonna snatch your soul when she hits it.
Soul Rika like that. Lola Vice, man, we know why you love Lola Vice. Stop that.
She can wrestle though. Don't get it twisted.
She can wrestle though.
She can wrestle.
Shout out to Damian Priest. She can wrestle.
Really? Do you see her wrestle?
I see her wrestle all the time. Queen Stacey. How dare you? That's the only way I would see her.
This is my issue. This is my issue with all the people that y'all want to get brought up. Yes, all these guys are going to retire in the next 3 years or so. Mm-hmm. But in that 3 years, they're not giving up their spots.
That's right. You're absolutely right, Corey.
They don't have to.
But hold on. This is my point. Villain.
Into the main event scene.
Villain. The mid card, they clearly don't know what they're doing.
Nope.
And I don't want these kids to get lost in the shuffle because the reason I don't want them to get lost in the shuffle is because of how much y'all love them, because y'all watch it and I respect y'all. You bring these kids up that deserve this opportunity and you waste them.
Yeah.
Then they're just mellow.
Mellow.
They're gonna have to give everybody a reason to care about all these people, because if you have them all get called up in short amount of time in between one another, that's not going to be good enough. You need to spend time on like one or two, get them over with people, because once everybody leaves and cool, you called everybody up. Now what do? Nobody cares about these kids other than the hardcore, fans that watch NXT or whatever. Yeah. And then it's like you're stuck. It's like, well, we have everybody. Yeah, we have Oba. He's a monster, but who cares about him? You know what I mean? Like we have to find a way to get people to.
I mean, Roxanne and Julia came up at the same time. Nobody gives a damn about Julia because they.
But we've been here before. Like, look at my name, Ruthless Aggression. When Stone Cold Rock and those guys left abruptly, you had to bring these guys in right away. You had no choice, but eventually it stuck. I feel like we'll get there. I feel like
hold on though. You saying we had to bring all these people in when Austin and them left, and look how bad the product was for that little while.
Yeah,
like the product was terrible, but. The one way they can fix that and make people care about these kids, they're literally doing Saturday. Yes. They should take every Saturday night main event from here on out and do this.
Yes.
I think something interesting like that would work, but honestly, to that point, that's what I mean. When Ruthless Aggression came up, they brought these kids and threw them into the deep end of the pool. These kids didn't have NXT. John, Randy, Brock, those guys didn't have NXT when they had to come in. You know what I mean? So, but you have a platform where some people know who they are. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're on some PLEs on Peacock, so they have a little traction. So it's a little bit different for me. You know what I mean?
Like you said to your name, Ruthless Aggression. If you go back and look, Cena went after Rock for a reason. He was making a name for himself. Mm-hmm. And you go back and watch his rivals, and he says himself, he's like, I know I handled it wrong, but that's how I got here.
And what?
Because to Travis's point, if we don't love them or hate them, we don't care about them.
And that's the worst.
We have to have a feeling about them. We either have to love them or we have to hate them. And the only way to do that is either A, to Corey's point, we build it now so that when they come up, we're excited. Or B, we've got to teach them to be better. They go to the Becky Lynch's school of social media. And they start a beef with somebody. They do something on social media that gives them credibility, that links them to the main roster. So when they do come up, the mainstream fans are already invested.
Everybody can't do Becky, though, because we already care about Becky. So everybody can't do that.
But I mean,
If they could do something
there's
social media
a version
to
of
give
that
them
that you
some
can do. Drew McIntyre
Yeah.
does a great job with his
Huge.
social media platforms.
We care about Drew.
But I mean, he didn't come up and have us start liking him and caring about him. He had to build it.
Well,
Drew
the
McIntyre-
problem-
of that is Devon
Drew
Evans is
McIntyre-
really building his socials right now.
Drew
He is
McIntyre
really
social
taking
media
the
did not
time.
pop like it is now until he got into that feud with CM Punk.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. But by then we cared about him. And
We
then
care
while
more
we're
about the feud with Punk than we did with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre built himself after he got into that feud with Punk.
But
Yeah.
my point is his social media stuff. We knew him. All these kids, I don't follow these kids. I follow the females.
Bro.
I follow the females, but
You
I
know
ain't following
that.
them for wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't
Right.
following Lola. I ain't following Lola Lights for wrestling. Soul Ruka for wrestling. That's not
Why
why
not?
I'm on their because that's
Why
not why
not?
I'm on their Instagram, Travis.
Hey,
That's
They're
Lola
not
Vice.
wrestling on
Lola
their
Vice.
Instagram.
Lola Vice, hell of a stink face.
And
Yes.
I want
Chelsea
exactly.
Green, another one, social media game. Like, I mean,
But I care about Chelsea Green. And since this is John Cena's last weekend and we was just talking about ruthless aggression, truth be told, John Cena during that era was about to get fired.
yeah.
Of course.
Mhm.
And this
So-
is
He freestyled in the back
this is
seat,
why
and-
this is why it's full circle.
right.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So just throwing these kids in the deep end not going to work because
No, that's why
now
I'm saying you got to
TKO don't have that.
them in.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta
got to trickle them in.
Well,
Because,
I mean,
like,
the
let's-
thing is,
let's just say everybody
there's only no
retired.
deep end. The NXT people, being an NXT prevents you from going to the deep end. It's a
Yeah.
breeding ground. It's a training ground. John Cena
To
didn't
figure
have that.
yourself out. Yeah. Yeah.
He came out of the
Well, look.
academy and was boom right in the face of Kurt Angle.
The only ones you need to call up in the near future is the ones we're going to see Saturday. That's how you trickle them in.
I think
Call
that's why
them
they're
up.
doing it. I think
Yeah.
that's why they're doing it. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, because let's just pretend that the people that we're talking about retiring in the next 5 years or whatever, let's just pretend that they retired today, all of them. Who do we have on Raw or SmackDown that are the next generation of people? You got Braun
Damn,
Breaker.
Trav,
who
we
else
ain't
you
got that many. We ain't got that many with them.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Like I told them last week, it's only like 6 people I give a damn about right now.
And most
Yeah,
of
that's
them
the
are in a
problem.
retirement age, Corey.
Right.
Hell, we was just talking about Gunther. In the next 5 years, he gonna be in the retirement age. So I agree with you. Yeah, Gunther's what, in his mid-30s?
Yeah.
Now he's got
Right now,
he's got a
the
little
average wrestler on the main roster between the blue and red brands is 42
40.
and a half years old.
That's nuts.
42 and a half
exactly.
years old.
But, I
The
mean,
average female wrestler
it's
on main
wrestling,
roster
though.
is 35. For men is 42 and a half. If that gives you any idea, he's not anywhere close.
Jeez, I'm looking at his bio now. Don't tell me how
Who,
old he
Gunther?
is.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you could, anybody in their late 30s, early 40s is still.
Gunther's got to be like 38 or something, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gunther's my
I thought he
age.
was 37.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's still got like another maybe
Yeah.
10 years. He's got like 8 years, 9 years or something.
Hold on.
If
We
he wants to
talking
go that
about
long.
we talking about AJ ready to retire. He in his 50s now, right?
He's 38.
What's
Luka's
He's
AJ?
getting younger. He's talked about the next year is his last year.
Yeah, he's about to be gone. But I'm just going off Trav saying in another 10 years.
AJ's 48.
Luke Styles is
You got-
48.
Okay.
Luther's 38. That's 10
You
years.
got-
So that's 10
you
years.
Okay. All right. He okay. I'll give it to y'all. Y'all ain't gotta jump me. Calm down.
He's
Okay,
38.
oh, here you go. Now we got.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah, y'all gotta calm down. I mean, I know.
Corey,
So,
he's
Corey,
38.
let me give you this. Yeah, that's right. Philip Rivers is coming after this season. LG. So
Sorry,
just so you
dummy.
know, Corey, the current oldest wrestler in roster that's wrestling is Rey Mysterio. He's 51. AJ Styles is 48. Damian Priest is 43.
I saw that the other
He's
day.
48.
and
So-
he got Lola Vice.
It's because he's Puerto Rican.
I'm gonna start learning Puerto Rican.
Telling you.
Yeah.
What we
But I
doing
just
with
don't. I don't see Gunther Go on another 10 years. I don't think these
Yeah,
guys.
He can.
No, I'm not saying he can't. I'm saying I don't think this new group of wrestlers want to wrestle that late in their life.
I mean, R-Truth is 53.
He's different. He's different. That dude's a vampire.
Well, I think if you make Gunther a part timer, it extends the longevity. You know what I mean? Like,
eventually.
I think he is going to eventually become like what a Brock is now, where he shows up every few months and whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Punk is 47.
Sammy's 40.
Yeah, Punk is 47.
The Usos are in their 40s too, right?
Yep.
No, they in their late 30s. They're like 38, 39.
Are they?
Yeah, because Roman's 41. He's like a year or two older than
I mean,
him.
either way, around 40. I mean, it's like
they're 40. They turned 40 this year.
you're gonna need to start bringing in some of the younger kids. Like,
Yeah.
not all at once, but you know, we're working on Breaker right now on Raw. Give us somebody on SmackDown that we can work on. You know, like just keep it separated, Offspring or something. You know, just one of the two.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting to see him Saturday. That's what I'm expecting.
You're gonna see it, bro. You're gonna see it. Obafemi's a monster.
Hey man, his promos that I've been seeing, they got me hyped. I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, Oba's 27, man. He will be around for a while.
And between him and Trick,
I've seen Trick.
Trick has had a phenomenal year. Really has.
I've seen Trick, so he's been ready though. I like Trick. He should.
I thought Trick was gonna come up after he came up for the Rumble. He came up for the Rumble 2 years ago and then went back down.
Yeah, I thought he was coming up right after Melo.
Yep. They brought up Melo because that was right. Then they did the draft, and then they didn't bring him.
They should just get rid of the whole mid card on Raw and SmackDown and replace it with all the NXT kids and just let them all fight for the mid card titles and build themselves that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you make NXT the third brand.
Yeah.
But that's the attitude. That's the attitude era. That's exactly what they need to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All these dudes. I hate to say this because I don't like to do this to people, but all these mid-carders that are barely getting TV time and all that, fire them. Let them go.
Don't do that. That's not nice.
Look.
Well, the problem is they don't want to do that because they know that they have great talent potential.
But
and they're not going to let them go so they can go to AEW. That's just not going to happen.
Let them dudes go to the other company, and that's the thing with exactly. That's the company holding them back. I'm sure most of the dudes in the mid card want to leave because they ain't being used.
No, but they get a pretty good salary, and they work on shows, they work house shows and everything. They do just because they don't get TV time.
You're not in the mid card for the money. That's the top dudes. You in the mid card.
Better money you would make it somewhere.
I started in the mid card and
3 days a week. Yeah, Corey, you're working 3 days a week max, and you're making bank. Yeah, why not? You're traveling.
I hear what y'all saying, but them dudes want to wrestle. I guarantee you, 90%.
They do wrestle.
Man, we ain't seeing it. The damn PLE.
Corey, let me give you.
They're on dark matches. They're on house shows.
House shows.
The PLEs are
Corey would be the most ruthless like wrestling owner. Like
he'd be
Vince 2.0, man. Like
he'd be like, yeah, well, you 38 years old? Hit the bricks, dude. Get
you
the
gotta
hell
know, man.
Hit you with a
Corey, let me give you this so you can think about it. So, Corey, 10 years ago, the average age of the wrestlers, men in WWE, was between 32 and 34 years old. Those guys are now the older guys now. So what they're doing with the young guys is letting them know, hold on. Be the mid-card now. Be a little less than mid-card. Be the dark matches. Be the training matches. Be the fun shows. Be the guys that do the run-ins and the promos on commercials. Because you put in your dues now, you're going to be Roman.
Damn, man. I got Villain, Coach, Wicked Bitter, Serious, Queen Stacey. I got all these people saying I'm ready. Damn that waiting. I'm ready now.
Okay, but here's what we know. We can be ready physically, but look at it happens. It happens in the NFL all the time. We bring these young babies up and they crash and burn. Because they might have been ready physically.
A lot has to do with coaching and scheme and fit, you know.
Exactly. They ain't have Paul Heyman.
WWE.
They ain't had. We got Paul Heyman.
He
can
can't.
equate
He
that.
can't
He
be the
can't
oracle
deal
of
with
everybody.
everybody. He can't coach everybody.
Yes, he can. Maybe not on TV, but behind the scenes, we got Paul Heyman.
Well, now you have John Cena after Saturday.
Yeah.
We got Paul Heyman and John Cena. You ain't doing nothing but making my argument for me.
No.
Man, if you 35 in the mid card, your ass is fired. Give me the
Do
NXT
not-
kids.
This is a public service announcement. If Corey ever comes up with his own little promotion, Muscle Bound Men Wrestling or something like that, do not go on his promotion. Do not do it.
That's right.
Okay.
30 and
Because
under.
here's the reality,
Federation.
and y'all, we have. I think I have 10 wrestling clubs here in Memphis in a 50-mile radius, right? And we see a lot of old guys coming through. We see the Slaughters. We see a lot of people coming through here.
Corey
And
fired
the
him.
reality is, if they love it, right? If they love it, Corey, they're going to stay where they are because the alternative is a lot harder to manage. Being an indie wrestler is a lot harder to manage if you don't have a big name. Like you got Matt Cardona that's doing big things because he's got the name behind it to do what he wants. If you're not somebody that's mainstream enough, the alternative is rock bottom.
All right, I'm Gary piss
really
y'all
is.
off. I'm Gary piss y'all off. Somebody like this is
Because if we don't think you're right, you're not going to make us mad.
This is even I think this is blasphemous what I'm about to say.
Don't say Finn Balor.
No. I love shit. Finn need to get up the card. Somebody like Rey Mysterio. Why are we still doing this?
Come on, man.
Show some
You know why?
Corey.
Because he's just like Chelsea. He has no problem with jobbing out just to be able to still do
it.
Yeah,
he got to take a time out for that one. He got to take a time out for that. He got to take a time out.
He got a timeout.
Bring me back in the chat. I can go right through. I can go through this phone right now. And when Rey Mysterio brought his fat ass out there a couple weeks ago, half y'all was clowning that man in the chat. Don't look away, villain. You was one of them. So don't do this. Don't leave me out here.
It was more like a trot than what is a run. He didn't run out. It was more like a trot.
Don't leave me on this ledge by myself. Don't leave me on this ledge.
You do that to me. I'm here with you.
Yeah, no. Don't leave me on this ledge by myself. We got a whole group chat. Y'all was killing that man. And y'all said exactly what I just said. All y'all, when fat ass came out there in them little tights and he could barely move running them, y'all was killing that man.
I hated this.
Ray said no such thing. Stop.
Ray, if you see this, I love you. It's time to go home. Go be a daddy.
That's home for
Ray ain't been a father. Ray ain't been a father for 20 years. We need him to go home and be a father. Because this is over.
Reality. I really thought that we were going to get a retirement match.
I did too.
At Survivor Series.
I did too.
So I think it's coming. I think pipe down, little man. Pipe down now, youngin.
Ray's body is already.
I think it'll happen at WrestleMania. I think he's going to retire this year too.
Gunther's going to do
put
it.
him in a different capacity.
Gunther's going to retire him too. After he retires Brock, he's going to retire him too.
Well, I think his son's going to retire him, and I think the reality is they're going to take him into the same spot. But I think he'll go into an ambassador role in AAA because they need him to mentor in the same capacity that Heyman is doing and John Cena is going to do in AAA because they're investing too much money for it to not be super successful. So to your point, Corey, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see at Mania a retirement match from Ray. And then he goes into AAA.
Stacey, what you say his run was?
Excuse me?
You said it wasn't a run. It was a what?
You said it was a trot.
It was a trot.
Hey, look, man. Ray.
He runs like I do.
Ray, don't take your ass to Mania. Go home. It's over.
Listen, he deserves a retirement match. He has done too much to not get a retirement match, an official retirement match where they announce it so people can give him his flowers. His son can retire him. And for him to do that, I think it's the right thing to do because he has done so much. And honestly, because we weren't able to do that with Eddie Guerrero.
No, don't.
There's a lot of heart.
Don't do that.
There's a lot of emotion and heart when it comes to Ray, and I think that's part of the reason why he's still there. You've got to give him the opportunity to retire.
Now you're going to make me fall back because you done brought Eddie up. That's a low blow. That's low. You don't do that.
dude. That's how it works.
Did what I needed to do, Corey.
With that being said, let me get you guys out of here, man. Corey, you know what to do, man. Give us a
Wait,
play
did we even give theories on who the masked man was? You know,
I mean, yo, it's
you got Maxine Dupree doing
it's
work.
15 hours, man. Do a
Black
video.
Hey, hold on. Serious, before you go, I'm glad you just said that. Now I said this in the chat, but we're gonna say this on the show.
Oh, God.
Ain't no way in hell y'all gonna convince me that Maxine trained for 1 week and tapped Natty out. She trained for 1 week and made Natty tap. Are you crazy?
It's that heart dungeon, man. It's that heart dungeon.
Exactly.
She grew up in the dungeon.
It was an intense week. It was an intense
Man,
It was.
Hey, you know what? You know what it is?
Go ahead, Jack.
Natty's too old. She needs to be freaking fired. That's probably what it is.
No. Hold on.
No, you know what it is? I love the vignettes. I think I love the feel of it. It should have happened before she won the belt, not after you won the belt.
Yeah.
I think so too.
You know, the chicken and the egg. But I do love the videos. It's really dope. I love Becky's work. I mean, give that woman an Oscar. She needs to be nominated for an Academy Award for TV or something like that, or Globe.
Hey, Becky Trump is killing the game, but you ain't
Killing
about to
it right
skip over.
now.
You ain't about to skip over this. She ain't trained for 1 week and make Natty, not Natalia.
She's been training for over a month. It's not a week. Can you keep up with the shows?
No. They didn't show that. They showed her 1 week. Hold on.
We had millions of fans convinced that Kane and Undertaker were brothers, and you can't think that she trained enough in a week to do that?
Hell
Everybody
no.
has a good day.
What?
More.
No.
Again.
She tapped out 15 wrestlers and then tapped out Natty. But
she's the champ.
Dog,
Maybe
the week before the week before she was terrified of her own shadow. She was scared of her own shadow just a week before.
You spent a week with Natty, maybe you would feel that way too.
Hell no, serious. I want to go home. Get me out of here. She talking about she tapped out 15 people.
Another one.
Natty.
She's a machine.
Hey,
another one.
The worst champion on the roster. I can't believe Becky Trump lost to this. I'm disgusted.
I can't wait. Dude, Becky Trump, don't show up on TV. Just keep doing videos. I'm really
okay. And she pulled New Day in, and now New Day is doing it too.
Yep.
Did you see? I actually did see their promo. I did see their promo during the break.
I did not see it.
One of the reactors had it on his on his Instagram. I'll send it to you.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I'm telling you,
I haven't seen a New Day promo since they went to Netflix.
Nah, it's been good. It was good. They're top notch.
And so and I think Becky sees that, and that's why Becky's pulling them into this, because it's going to get them some relevant time too. The three of them together talking about it was wonderful. I love it. I can't, Corey. I can't say enough about New Day.
Thank God. Anyways, with that being said, Corey, get us out of here, dog.
Look, man, next time we see y'all, Sirius will be still crying. Casino will be gone.
Yeah, I'll be emotional.
See the show, like the show, share the show. We here every Wednesday. Maxine ain't tap out no damn Natty. I'll holler at y'all next week.
Corey, Travis, you know what to do, man. Get us out of here, big dog.
Well, I appreciate coming on again, guys. If you want to follow Wicked Bitter on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, I'd certainly appreciate it. And look at this. I think you guys would appreciate this. A little John Cena, little Funko farewell pop. Let's go, man.
Love that.
Yeah, I got that the day he announced he was retiring. They put that out. I had to pre-order that thing. It took
Is that a custom shirt? Is that a custom Cena shirt?
Yes.
No, it's not. I got it from Fanatics. But
I literally thought it was Vanilla Ice because I couldn't really see.
It is. Hey, look at this.
You can't see him.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. Stacey, you know what to do. Get us out of here, huh?
Every Wednesday night, we're here talking business, doing great things. Love Wicked Bitter, y'all. He goes live on Monday nights, and I'm always in his chat. It's always a good time on TikTok, so go. It's a blast. We'll see y'all again next week because it's going to be highly emotional because we have to talk about all of our boohoos and how a rough weekend it was.
I may not be
Saturday
here
night.
next week. I'm just want y'all know I may not be here next week.
I just think that we need to do a live Saturday night, all of us live, to show what happens when we watch a legend retire. Just saying.
We may have to do
because
something.
we need to be there together. Give each other
it's,
virtual hugs.
It's emotional. It's gonna be emotional. All right, I'll let you guys a little bit. Barry, you know what to do. Get us out of here, big homie.
Yeah, thanks everybody. You know, great week. Total Sports, Backstage Business. Thanks to Trav, Corey, Stacey, the Queen herself. We'll be back obviously next week, doing all these shows. I just have to say, you know, John is a really great guy. I'm really gonna be sad to see him go, but that's the nature of the business. One guy leaves, another guy steps in his shoes, and that's what we're talking about. The future of this business, and it's as healthy as it's ever been. So I'll see you guys when I see you guys.
Appreciate you, big dog, man. Yo, it's your boy Sirius repping that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege. And I feel proud of doing this show with these individuals, man. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us. Our friends over at Nothing and Deep Thoughts podcast. AB wasn't able to pop in today. But shout out to him. Shout out to the homie Trav, aka Wicked Better, for doing his thing. Thizzle, man. I'm in his comment section almost religiously. Not as much as Stacey, but I'm in there cutting up and, you know, hitting him up on the social, man. Y'all do the same thing, man. He puts out great content. We're gonna have to come up with a new name for Corey. And 2026, we're gonna call him something. He's no longer Corey. You know what I'm saying? So we have to figure something out with that. Starting on Sunday, Houston Rockets show. Myself, Larry, Coach, the homie Jesse will be talking about everything around the Houston Rockets. Tuesday, back in the building with Total Sports, and then Wednesday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to be here for that. Maybe villain to be on the ones and twos. I'm gonna be emotional. I'm not gonna push buttons to do anything. So we'll see what happens there, man. But I always close out my shows like this, man. God is good, even though sometimes people are not, man. God bless you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.